Morgan presents famous baseball quotes.
Hey, Dad.
Now you want to when there's no base keeps the parents off the street. I stare out the window. There's no crying in baseball.
River Morgan presents famous baseball quotes.
Hey, Dad.
Now you want to when there's no base keeps the parents off the street. I stare out the window. There's no crying in baseball.
River Morgan presents famous baseball quotes.
Hey, Dad.
Ballyard baseball. Ballyard baseball. Hey, Ballyard baseball. Clap, 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 clap. Ballyard baseball.
Lineup change. Sabrina S. in at pitcher. It's the top of the first. BombMob bomb. 0. Duck ditch dots red circle. 0. Otto O is at bat. Sabrina S pitching. The bases are empty. No one out.
and keep costs low. Success.
It's appropriate. The birthday of Jesus.
3 cows, a pig, and a parakeet. This is Ballyard Baseball.
It's a championship day at the Ballyard. This is River Morgan, overlooking the best ballpark in ball. From the skybox at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake, this is Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network.
Oh hell, I mean, hell, oh, I'm Morgana. Oh hell, I mean, hell, oh, I'm Morgana. I'm Morgana. I'm Morgana.
Fans are streaming, pouring, disembarking from the flyover gondola, Sugar Tracks Railroad, water taxi, and personal watercraft.
Popcorn.
Philanthropy tonight.
Fresh.
Every Ballyard Baseball Network broadcast features in-game philanthropy. Tonight, California wildfires support. Ballyard Baseball partnering with the American Red Cross. Visit redcross.org/donate. Under I Want to Support, click Disaster Relief. Then click California Wildfires. The first ever Ballyard Series, the best of 3 championship at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake, begins tonight. You can find all things Ballyard Baseball at ballyardbaseball.com. The Winchester Cup, presented by Down Under Armour, is on the line.
Down Under Armour. Protecting the jewels for over 45 years.
Coach Pop Oppo's palindrome team features a balanced pitching and power game versus Coach Pablo Painter's pitching-powered undefeated Mound Masters. Of the major offensive stats categories, BombMob's Ellie Wow led Ballyard Baseball in 7 of the 10 major stats. Dominant. The intimidating pitching staff of Duck Ditch Dots, powered by K-Gas, Porter Pitching, and Sabrina Smoke, allowed a total of 2 runs across 5 games, held opposing teams to a batting average of 120, and struck out 43 batters in 25 innings, while walking exactly 0. It's the best of 3 championship, the Ballyard Series. Ballyard Baseball is next on the Ballyard Baseball Network.
Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, Sundays, ice cream.
BBN. Theater of the Mind. Let's drive a car, Sugar Lakers.
It's Cam from Cartropolis. We need you. Our 10-acre lot has more than 2,000 new cars just waiting to be driven. Drive home today with a ridiculous deal on a new car. Sugar Lake needs more cars. The flyover gondola, Sugar Tracks Railroad, water taxi, all boring compared to piloting your very own car. Come and see me, Cam, at Cartropolis on Road Trip Road just outside the East Weather Wall. Cartropolis, where our goal is to double the number of cars on the roads of Sugar Lake, from 6 cars to 12 cars.
It's your turn to drive, Sugar Lakers. Hey, it's Max Alpha, head coach, manager, governor, executive, chief of Elite Prospects Gold Platinum Elite in my 5-ton pickup truck that I bought at Cartropolis. One of my 4 vehicles, one of only 6 total vehicles in the village of Sugar Lake. Elite Prospects Gold Platinum Elite tryouts are coming up. Be there if you want to be elite. We only take people who are better than everybody else. If you want to be the best, be at tryouts. Elite Prospects Gold Platinum Elite. Do not look at our record on Game Changer. We're the elitist. We will cover airfare for anybody across the globe who believes they're better than anybody else. We'll pay for you to be at our tryout. Don't miss it. Elite Prospects Gold Platinum Elite. We're just better than you. You're listening to Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network.
It's the top of the first. BombMob bomb. 0. Duck ditch dots red circle. 0. Otto O is at bat. Sabrina S pitching. The bases are empty. No one out.
Welcome back to the Ballyard, where the dugouts are always clean, the umpires are always right, and nobody forgets their water bottle. www.ballyardbaseball.com for schedule information, team links, the Ballyard Baseball merchandise shop, and more. While you're there, join the village. Find the Join the Village section at ballyardbaseball.com. Drop in your email address. We'll keep you updated with all things Ballyard Baseball. Join the village at ballyardbaseball.com. I'm River Morgan with Morgana tonight. Exciting times at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. Game 1 of the best of 3 championship series starts now. River Morgan and Morgana bringing you all the action between BombMob and Duck Ditch Dots.
Oh help, I mean, help. Oh help, I mean, help. I'm Morgana.
The times, they haven't changed. Morgana, thanks for being in the booth tonight. Great to have you as we prepare for pitch 1 of the first ever Ballyard Series, Ballyard Baseball Championship action from the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. You see the 6 teams in the leagues, second in the 4-1 finish. BombMob came up with the 4-1 number 2 mark, big win in their final game to push themselves into this best of 3 Ballyard Series championship. The standings, as you see on your screen, 2 teams atop the standings now battle for the Ballyard Series championship. And as you were told moments ago, the first ever awarding of the Winchester Cup, named for our legendary member of the Ballyard baseball community, Ping Pong Winchester. The Winchester Cup presented by Down Under Armour. That is what's up for grabs tonight on the Ballyard Baseball Network. Night has fallen at the Ballyard as we get ready for pitch 1. So many great stories, statistically a smorgasbord of information. And tonight we see one of the top pitchers in the league, Sabrina Smoke. Sabrina on the hill for Duck Ditch Dots. Sabrina pitched just 1 game in the 5-game regular season, with Kay Gass pitching 2 of the games, Porter pitching 2 starts, 2 complete games, and a perfect game for Porter pitching. Sabrina Smoke, fantastic in her only start of the year, giving up 2 hits, no walks, as the staff did not allow a single walk in 5 games. Sabrina Smoke on the hill, pitching to Kendall Ringup, who led the league in putouts because of catching so many third strikes behind the plate with this dominant pitching staff. And Otto Oppo, the little lefty, stepping into the batter's box. Otto, known for the other way, using the left side of the defensive field. The left-handed batter likes to shoot it through the 5.5 hole between shortstop and third base. Likes to send it the Oppo. And his father, Pop Oppo, looks on from the third base coaching box as pitch 1 comes in from Sabrina Smoke.
Strike 1.
The count is 0-1.
Otto looking at the first pitch, takes an 0-1 count, follows that up on this delivery from Sabrina Smoke, who's bringing it.
0-1.
Missed the zone.
The count is 1-1.
Foul.
The count is 1-2.
Sabrina's next pitch on the 1-2 count
1-2.
misses the zone.
The count is 2-2.
Foul.
Fouled away again.
The count is 2-2.
Ball 3.
Not a
The count
single
is
walk
3-2.
allowed by this pitching staff during the course of the season. Otto Oppo looking at a 3-2 count, chance to maybe get aboard with a free pass, send something to the left side of the defense. 3-2 delivery from Smoke. Lefty Oppo swings at it, knocks it foul down the third base
The count
line.
is 3-2.
Otto Oppo back in the box. K Gas at first, KK Campos at third, fouled past KK Campos again.
The count is 3-2.
Otto staying alive.
The count is 3-2.
Otto's 7 hits on the season in 13 at-bats, a batting average of about .540 on the season for Otto Oppo. Impressive at the plate, using the other side of the field frequently. And Otto gears up for another delivery from Sabrina Smoke, deep at bat to open the game. Pitching staff of the Dots, hard to hit this year. There's one to the hole at shortstop, backhanded by Colt Mix. Safely on at first goes Otto Oppo.
Otto O singles on a ground ball to shortstop Colt M. Iggy steps up to the plate.
10 pitch at bat issued there by Otto Oppo, who then sends it Oppo and is aboard. Swing and a miss.
The count is 0-1.
Strike up on the board. Another hard fastball.
The count is 0-2.
Runner took off. Otto Oppo will get dirty in the first inning. Otto down safely at 2.
Otto O steals second.
In the first meeting between these two teams, Otto Oppo, the leadoff batter, son of Coach Pop Oppo of BombMob. 1 hit in 2 at-bats, had a strikeout in a 2-1 loss in the season opener against Duck Ditch Dots. Now they re-meet here in the Ballyard Series, Game 1 of our championship. 0-2 pitch to Iggy Aviva. Sabrina Smoke has a runner in scoring position behind the pitcher. Smoke fires away, zips it by Iggy Aviva.
Iggy strikes out looking. Sabrina S pitching. Otto O remains at second. LW steps up to the plate.
Well, now Ellie Wow, if you check your screen, you will see the damage that Ellie did throughout the regular season, leading in 7 of the 10 major stat categories. Ellie Wow, the left-handed batting, right arm throwing shortstop. Previous meeting between these two teams, the only run of the game generated by BombMob was a solo home run, blasted out in the top of the 4th inning to tie the game at 1-1, as Ellie was also out in that game. One of just 2 times Ellie was put out in an at-bat, had 1 sacrifice bunt, shocking the world in the clinching game to get to the Ballyard Series, leading the league in average. Ellie Wow, quality at-bats. Number 1 mark from Ellie, you see on your screen. Ellie digs in. Pitch 1 is an intentional ball. 1-0
The
count.
is
Well, what are we
1-0.
going to do here? 1-0 count. Pitch in for a strike. They come back with an
The
intentional
count
strike.
is 1-1.
Now the 1-1 count.
Ball 2.
Another intentional
The count is
ball. You look
2-1.
at the screen with the stats from the year. Ellie Wow led the league in runs batted in with 14. The top mark in Ballyard baseball, ahead of the number 2 mark of 10 RBI by Rip Shots of prenatal prospects. Ellie led the league in so many categories, not in hits. You see the stats there. Just barrels.
Strike 2.
Strike called. 2 strikes
The
up.
count is 2-2.
Just barrels of elite prospects, gold, platinum, elite. Big money being spent by their coach Max Alpha Advertising on the Ballyard Baseball Network, trying to ramp up the team after their 0-4-1 winless campaign this year, getting a tie with prenatal prospects, losing their other 4. Pitch to Ellie Wow coming.
Ball 3.
The count is 3-2.
Watches to a full count. Ellie led the league in on-base percentage. You can see illustrated on your radio screen on the Ballyard Baseball Network. Did not lead in doubles as illustrated right there in front of you. That was taken by just barrels with 6 of those, but that's because Ellie just hit home runs. Triples. Yeah, we were paid extra money by Max Alpha to make sure we mentioned Max Alpha, the II, leading in triples, and of course the home run tally went to Ellie Wow. 3-2 count to Ellie. Pop Oppo on at second base with a single and a steal. Pitch coming in, and that is an intentional ball.
LW is intentionally walked. Sabrina S pitching. Otto O remains at second. Gig L steps up to the plate.
So the first walk of the season issued by the pitching staff of Duck Ditch Dots, and it was intentional in nature, with the Dots yielding to Ellie Wow. Intentional walk. That's respect and a bummer for the sold-out crowd wanting to see Ellie swing it, but the disciplined player, the classy Ellie Wow, takes her free base, heads on down to first with 1 away in this top of the first inning. Sabrina Smoke now with Gig Lal in the box. First pitch to Lal. 1 down, 2 aboard. Bob Toot waiting on deck. And Toot getting a good look at pitcher Sabrina Smoke. First pitch swung on, hard ground ball to KK Campos. Fires it to Perk P at second, on to K Gas at first. That's a double play.
Into a double play. Third baseman KKC to second baseman Perk P to first baseman KG. LW out advancing to second. Otto O advances to third. That ends the top of the first. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. BombMob bomb, 0. Duck Ditch Dots red circle, 0. Leading off for Duck Ditch Dots red circle will be Sherlock W, then Sabrina S, then KKC.
And now, a decree from the commissioners of Ballyard Baseball.
Whereas the technology behind Game Changer is exquisite, and whereas the programmers who have developed Game Changer are superior to those who program systems for national security, banking security, and the ESPN Fantasy Football app. And whereas Ballyard Baseball loves Game Changer, and pursuant to the fantastic platform Game Changer provides to Ballyard Baseball to tell our stories and amplify the profiles of the 54 players and 7 coaches in our league. Be it resolvedeth, hitherto, whenceforth, ongoingeth, and forever too, that the commissioners of Ballyard Baseball hereby declareth Game Changer as a premium and premier and preeminent partner of Ballyard Baseball. And now, a word from the esteemed and legendary Ping Pong Winchester.
Game Changer? What the hell's Game Changer?
Today's game is brought to you by laughter.
Laughing, laughing, laughing.
Today's game is brought to you by
Laughter.
BBN.
Theater of the Mind.
It's the bottom of the first. BombMob bomb. 0. Duck ditch dots red circle. 0. Sherlock W is at bat. Sass S pitching. The bases are empty. No one out. That ends the top of the first. It's the bottom of the first. BombMob bomb. 0. Duck ditch dots red circle. 0. Sherlock W steps up to the plate.
Strike one.
The count is 0-1.
Strike two.
The count is 0-2.
Sherlock Walk, leadoff batter for Duck Ditch Dots. Bottom of the first 5-inning ball game. Game 1 of the best of 3 series in the Ballyard Series Championship showdown between BombMob and Duck Ditch Dots. Opening night of the Championship Series. Sold out crowd at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. Competing for the first ever awarding of the Winchester Cup presented by Down Under Armour. Thanks to our legendary leader and founding member of Ballyard Baseball, Ping Pong Winchester. His name on that Winchester Cup, supported by Down Under Armour. 0-2 count. Sherlock Walk, known for just that. Sherlock, a walk master. On the season, Sherlock, 7 walks, led the league, fouls
The
it
count
away.
is 0-2.
In the first meeting between these two teams, in the bottom of the first inning, in the 2-1 win for Sherlock's team, the Dots.
The count is 0-2.
Sherlock, in that first meeting back in early December, had a 21-pitch at bat in the bottom of 1, drew a walk, stole a base, scored a run on an RBI doinker by Colt Mix. K-Mix with a bouncer from the cleanup spot. Drove in Sherlock Walk after the 21-pitch at bat. Scoring 1 of the 2 runs on the day for Duck Ditch Dots.
The count is 1-2.
Fouled away.
The count is 1-2.
We saw Otto Oppo go with a 10-pitch at bat in the top of the first inning of this
The
game.
count is 2-2.
Now Sherlock going deep again here. Sherlock Walk. Starting pitcher Sass Salas. Big number 77 Sass.
The count is 2-2.
Sass started 2 games this season for
The count is 3-2.
BombMob. 2 wins, no walks, 8 strikeouts. Facing the toughest batter to not walk in the league. Sherlock Walk spoils pitches with foul balls, little choppers about 4 feet from home plate in foul territory, keeping counts alive. Sass Salas.
The count is 3-2.
Pitched 10 innings on the season before tonight. 7 of those 10 innings got the leadoff batter out. Trying to do that here with Sherlock Walk, who's staring at a 3-2 count, several foul-offs. Fouls another.
The count is 3-2.
Sherlock forcing 12 pitches in this at-bat and drawing ball 4 from Sass Salas.
Sherlock W walks. Sass S pitching. Sabrina S steps up to the plate.
Sabrina Smoke, tough season offensively. Ended up with 2 hits, but those came in the last game of the year. Went hitless through the first 4 games. And Sabrina Smoke pitching today. Got through the first inning against BombMob, intentionally walking Ellie Wow, giving up a single to Otto Oppo. Strikeout, the intentional walk, and then the double play ball from Gig Lal, the cleanup batter for BombMob. Here's the first pitch to Sabrina Smoke. Gonna swing on this one on the first pitch. Hits a rocket shot to Ellie Wow, who steps on 2 and fires to 1.
Sabrina S. grounds into a double play. Shortstop LW to first baseman Bob T. Sherlock W. out advancing to second. KKC steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 0 today.
KK Campos, third baseman, left-handed batter. Went 0 for 2 in the first meeting between these two teams. Swings first pitch, drives it to center field. Iggy Aviva's there.
KKC lines out to center fielder Iggy A. That ends the bottom of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. BombMob bomb, 0. Duck ditch dots red circle, 0.
The Palace of Pong, the place for paddles. Ping Pong Palace, where ping pong players play ping pong and people populate pre- and post-perfect performances at the Ballyard. Ping Pong Palace, positioned perfectly for our population, perpendicular to the pit, plus pleasant proximity to our pristine pond. Please, pop in for Pong. Purchase pop, popcorn, pizza, pastries.
Take it from me. Ping Pong Winchester. The place for Pong is Ping Pong Palace.
Ping Pong Palace, positioned perfectly for our population, perpendicular to the pit, plus pleasant proximity to our pristine pond. Please, pop in for Pong.
And recording in 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3.
Tonight's team sponsor for BombMob is the National Institute for the Study of Palindromes. In recognition of BombMob naming their team using one of the finest wordplay devices in all of linguistics, the National Institute for the Study of Palindromes says, yay, BombMob. Whether you prefer one-word palindromes like kayak, deified, mom, race car, BombMob, or phrases like sit on a potato pan, Otis, or Mr. Owl ate my metal worm, or never odd or even, or the playful, yo, banana boy. The National Institute for the Study of Palindromes invites you to apply for a 323-day residency at our Civic Center in the town of Frunknerf. The National Institute for the Study of Palindromes says, yay, BombMob.
Ballyard baseball. Ballyard baseball.
Hey, Ballyard baseball. Clap, 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 clap.
Ballyard baseball.
It's the top of the second. BombMob bomb, 0. Duck ditch dots red circle, 0. Bob T is at bat. Sabrina S pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. Bob T steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 0 today.
Bob Toot stepping in. River Morgan with you. Morgana, the computerized robot. AI, play-eye-by-play-eye. Morgana on the pitch-by-pitch. Pitch 1 fouled away by Bob Toot.
The count is 0-1.
Strike 2.
The count is 0-2.
Bob, a capable hitter, had a double against Duck Ditch Dots in their previous meeting. Went 1 for 2 with that double. Fouls it away.
The count is 0-2.
Toot digging in. Hard fastballs coming from Sabrina Smoke. That one too hard. No contact.
Bob T strikes out swinging. Sabrina S pitching. Sass S steps up to the plate.
Sabrina Smoke on the hill. Impressive Sabrina Smoke. One of 3 Duck Ditch Dots pitchers who finished in the top 4 of ERA this regular season in Ballyard baseball. Sabrina, second start of the year, off to a pretty good start here, has allowed 2 base runners, but got out in just 4 batters faced.
The count is 0-1.
Foul.
The count is 0-2.
Walks and hits per innings pitched on your screen, and you see how the Duck Ditch Dots dominated with the top 3 statistical finishes. Cy Ruth tying in that 3rd spot with K Gass at .6 walks and hits per innings pitched. .4, less than half of a walk or hit per inning pitched for Sabrina Smoke, who's on the hill right now. And Porter pitching came in with a .2. Perfect game powered that along for Porter to lead the league in walks and hits per innings pitched. 0-2 count. Sass Salas, the pitcher for BombMob, took a step out of the box, talked to Coach Pop Oppo down the 3rd baseline, trying to fend off the brutal deliveries of Sabrina Smoke, pounding the target of Kendall Ringup, fouls it away.
The count is 0-2.
Hard fastballs flying in through the zone from Sabrina, bending, breaking ball, froze up Sass Salas.
Sass S strikes out looking, Sabrina S pitching. Anna H steps up to the plate.
Well, Sabrina, a heck of a start. Sabrina's behind the mound. Hey, Sabrina up here in the skybox. River Morgan. Sabrina doing a fantastic job down there. Wanted to check in. Sabrina, we have the stat up on our radio monitor on the screen for all of our Ballyard Baseball Network consumers, showing your walks and hits per innings pitched at .4. Sabrina, how'd you feel about that regular season performance in that category and all those pitching categories?
I knew I'd have a whip, but never one like that.
Oh, well played, Sabrina. Knew she'd have a whip, but never one like that. Morgana, I doubt it. Your AI, your computerized robot, you get it? Knew I'd have a whip, but never one like that. Morgana, anything?
Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. Macklemore and Ryan Lewis.
Wow. Morgana up with the pop culture reference made by Sabrina Smoke on the mound. Whip, walks and hits per innings pitched. Knew I'd have a whip, but never one like that. Morgana nails it with the Macklemore and showing the love to the DJ. Ryan Lewis, couldn't leave him out. Well, a firm top of the 2nd going here.
The count is 0-1.
With Anna Hanna now, the catcher for BombMob in the box. Overwhelmed Bob Toot and Sass Salas in this inning, did Sabrina Smoke.
The count is 0-2.
Quickly up, 2 strikes against Anna Hanna. Swings and misses. That's a strikeout the side inning.
Anna
4th
H
K.
strikes out swinging. Sabrina S pitching. That ends the top of the 2nd. No runs, no hits, no errors. BombMob bomb. 0. Duck Ditch Dots red circle. 0. Leading off for Duck Ditch Dots red circle will be Colt M, then BB H, then Porter P.
The sweet spot. Ice cream. You scream. We all scream.
For ice cream.
Owner and local dentist Dr. D.K. Moeller invites you to get your fill. Get your fix. Ice cream. You scream. We all scream.
For ice cream.
The sweet spot.
Ice cream, Sundays, ice cream.
Today's team sponsor for Duck Ditch Dots is Pablo Painter's Painters. The Picasso of Sugar Lake, Pablo Painter has painted everything from the Sweet Strings band shell to the skybox to the Sweet Spot storefront and flyover gondola cars and our local fleet of water taxis. Pablo Painter's Painters says, let's go Duck Ditch Dots, dot those corners and paint those edges.
It's the bottom of the 2nd. BombMob bomb. 0. Duck Ditch Dots red circle. 0. Colt M is at bat. Sass S pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. That ends the top of the 2nd. No runs, no hits, no errors. BombMob bomb. 0. Duck ditch dots red circle, 0. Leading off for duck ditch dots red circle will be Colt M, then BB. H, then Porter P. At the bottom of the second,
Morgana.
Bomb, 0. Duck ditch dots red circle, 0.
You like
Colt
that
M
sweet
steps up to the
spot?
plate.
Ice cream, Morgana, any for you?
The count is 0-1.
Care for a
Ball 1.
little bit of this ice cream?
The count is 1-1.
It's from the sweet spot, Morgana.
Strike 2.
The count is 1-2.
Good old ping pong Winchester brought that up to me.
Foul.
The count is 1-2.
Morgana? No? Not even going to acknowledge the offer of ice cream from the sweet spot. Their vending stand here at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake and their epic storefront in the village of Sugar Lake. But it appears Morgana is disinterested in sweet spot ice cream.
Why not? Why not?
Foul.
That foul brought to you
The
by
count is 1-2.
Chester's Chicken Farm, feeding fowl to the folks of Sugar Lake.
Colt Mix, the number 4 batter for
Strike
Duck
3,
Ditch
you're out.
Dots, looking on that pitch.
Colt M strikes out looking, Sass S pitching. BB, H steps up to the plate.
Hey, ping pong Winchester, hitting the table behind us here in the skybox, just delivered me some fantastic scoopage from the sweet spot. Ping pong wandered down to the concession stand, grabbed me this treat. Thank you, ping pong. Of course, the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. Oh, the beautiful images at the Ballyard as you see on your screen down the left field line. Outside the stadium where the Yeti roams. Down the right field line, right by the, but above and separated from the boarded up and condemned Ballyard Bets shack, the sweet spot. Right field side of the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. Thank you, Ping Pong, for setting me up with the tasty treat tonight. And our thanks to our 8 umpire crew tonight, 8 of them on this game 1 of the Ballyard Series Best of 3 championship.
The count is 0-1.
8 umpire crew behind the plate. Sean Rourke, the crew chief.
The count is 1-1.
Ryan Grogan down the first base line. Mo Mizuraka at third base. Second base umpire Billy Clem, the great-great-great-grandson of William Clem, National Baseball Hall of Famer. His great-great-great-grandpa William Clem worked 18 World Series, and MLB record, professional ball record by William Clem, and now the 4 generations later, Billy Clem, he's umpiring second base. Left field handled by J.D. Petrino. Watches that foul ball sail over his
The count
head.
is 1-2.
Right field umpire Lucy Dennis, and umpiring the gap is Jocko Harvey. And of course the Ballyard Bets shackled up shack, JUCO Jimmy Juice has the duties at the Ballyard Bets shack, making sure no wagers take place during the course of tonight's action here at the Ballyard. Thanks to JUCO Jimmy, always patrolling that condemned, ceased and desisted shack down our right field line. Thanks to the 8 umpire crew on this Ballyard Series game number 1. BB Heat, number 5 batter in the order. Critical at bat from BB in their first meeting.
The count is 1-2.
After the top of the 4th home run the last time these two teams met by Ellie Wow. The answer in the bottom of the fourth, and it ended up being the game decider in a 2-1 win. Colton Mix, who struck out in this inning, he bunted a single to open up in that first meeting, and then BB Heat sacrificed, moving K-Mix along. Porter pitching sacrificed, and then Kendall Ringup bunted with 2 outs, pushed in the run on a squeeze 2-out bunt by Ringup. It was the game-winning RBI. 3 bunts and 3 sacrifices in that deciding bottom of the fourth in the first meeting between these two teams. Here's a 1-2 delivery. BB Heat trying to reach, be the second base runner of the night after Sherlock walked. Line shot right back to Salas.
BB H lines out to pitcher Sass. Porter P steps up to the plate.
Porter pitching steps in. Interesting that BB Heat lined out to pitcher in the previous meeting in the second inning between these two teams, which is where we are now. A little over a month later, the first time they met, bottom of 2 was a 3-up, 3-down inning with lineouts all back to the pitcher for BombMob. Peep Renner was on the hill, had rocket shots right back at him, 3 in a row from Porter pitching, Kendall Ringup, and Perk P. Probably remembers that. Going to be a little bit careful here with rocket shots remembered from the pitching staff. Here's Salas, throws an intentional ball.
The count is 1-0.
To Porter pitching.
Strike 1.
The count is 1-1.
And then comes back.
Strike 2.
2 in a row.
The count is 1-2.
Setting up with that intentional ball, and indeed, 3 pitches looking.
Porter P strikes out looking, Sass pitching. That ends the bottom of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. BombMob bomb, 0. Duck ditch dots red circle, 0. Leading off for BombMob bomb will be Dude Y, then Peep R, then Auto O. It's the top of the third. BombMob bomb, 0. Duck ditch dots red circle, 0.
If you're a real baseball player, that guy's a dude. You gotta have the newest, expensivest bat on the market. Bro. And it's gotta have the coolest name. Bro. Brand new. Just dropped. Tanks. Whatever the newest metals and materials might be, this bat is always one evolution newer. The Batco Crouching Tiger Nuke Mash Pummel Destroy Quad X Quadruple Extreme. Making mediocre hitters superstars. That guy's a dude. $600 at a time. Bro. Cliche Country, Sugar Lake's unicorn of radio. Wide open and in the saddle. Tough, gritty. We are servant leaders with exceptional bandwidth who give 110%. So open a can of worms and beat a dead horse. Get outside the box. 108.1 FM. Put a pin in it for a win-win situation. Sugar Lake's Cliche Country, 108.1 FM. It is what it is. You got this. Have a nice rest of your day.
Howdy, y'all. Spurs chaps on a remote broadcast here at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. Cliche Country, your home for all cliche country tunes. I've been telling you about a fresh country release from a local artist celebrating one of the 2 roads in the village of Sugar Lake. I'm Spurs Chaps, your legendary Hall of Fame DJ from Cliche Country. Now that release I told you about, live performance tomorrow night at the Sweet Strings Band Shell. Live country music sponsored by Cliche Country. And that release I've been promoting, you're aware of it. One of our 2 roads, Long Bridge Road, commemorated in this tune. I'm pleased to report, oh yeah, that this release is now number 972 on the charts, climbing up into just the triple digits, getting out of those quadruples. Number 972 on the charts. Here's a sampling of tomorrow night's live performance, and now in the top 1,000 songs on the Fresh Country releases and being featured on Cliche Country. It's Long Bridge Road.
wanna go, we'll take our time. We'll hit the road, see what we find. Anticipate and wait. I wanna leave, I wanna go. What could be out there? What will I see? Will I find a secret to me? Then it begins, it's time to go. The journey's now, let's hit the road. The road unwinds, and then I find Longbridge Road means we're almost home. Longbridge Road means we're almost home. Longbridge Road means we're almost home. No matter where I go or where I roam, Longbridge Road means we're almost home.
Woo, doggy. Speaking of doggy, I'm here at the Ballyard Spurs Chaps with my dog Garth Waylon Haggard, hanging out on a Cliche Country remote broadcast from a sold-out Ballyard at Sugar Lake for Game 1 of the Ballyard Series. Back to the action now, and be sure to tune in to 108.1 FM Cliche Country to hear Longbridge Road, number 972 on the country charts, and all the best Cliche Country hits.
It's the top of the third. BombMob bomb, 0. Duck ditch dots red circle, 0. Dude Y is at bat. Sabrina S pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. Dude Y steps up to the plate.
Dude Yardray. First time BombMob faced Duck Ditch Dots, this Mound Mastery pitching premium squad of Pablo Painters.
The count is 0-1.
The starting pitcher was K. Gass in that first meeting, and man, K. Gass, 5 innings pitched, allowed 3 hits, 1 run. That was an Ellie Wow solo blast in the fourth, but no walks, 8 strikeouts in 5 innings, and check this out. K. Gass threw 51 pitches in the first meeting, a 2-1 win for her team. 51 pitches pitched, 46 of them for strikes. 5 balls and 46 strikes in the first meeting between Duck Ditch Dots and their pitcher K. Gass, shutting down BombMob, allowing just a solo shot to Ellie Wow.
The count is 1-1.
Well, there's a ball now as I jinx tonight's pitcher, Sabrina Smoke, who's firing a fantastic game, 33 pitches into this one.
Strike 2.
2 strikes up.
The count is 1-2.
Dude Yardray in trouble here. 3 consecutive strikeouts. This is popped up behind home plate. Kendall Ringup gets up. Catcher makes the catch.
Dude Y pops out to catcher Kendall R. Peep R steps up to the plate.
That was a weak pop-up. Dude Yardray struck out twice last time these teams met and avoided the strikeout, but just popped it right above home plate and just fouled the Kendall Ringup. Now the bottom of the order, number 9 batter, Peep Renner, swinging and missing.
1.
The count is 0-1.
Strike 2.
The count is 0-2.
Couple swings and misses. And an 0-2 pitch.
Strike 3, you're out.
Peep R strikes out looking. Sabrina S pitching. Otto O steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 1 today.
That strike brought to you by Local Union 247365. We like strikes.
Another strikeout issued by Sabrina Smoke. Had 3 in a row before Dude Yardray popped out a moment ago and then gets back to the strikeout train. Now 5 strikeouts as we have the 3rd inning happening here with 2 away in the top of the 3rd. And it's Otto Oppo back in the box.
Strike 1.
The count is 0-1.
Strike 2.
The count is 0-2.
Foul.
The count is 0-2.
Third inning stretch coming up next. Fouled down the third base line on a line shot. KK Campos
Otto
is
lines
there.
out to third baseman KKC. That ends the top of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors. BombMob bomb, 0. Duck Ditch Dots red circle, 0. Leading off for Duck Ditch Dots red circle will be Kendall R, then Perk P, then KG.
Seven, 8, and 9 batters coming for the Duck Ditch Dots as we reach the middle of the third inning stretch. The tradition at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake in a 5-inning ball game. And it's our honor to once again fire up the computerized robot for tonight's presentation of Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Please entertain us, Morgana, with your rendition of the third inning stretch and Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
All right, let me hurry up.
1, 2.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care. I never get back. Let me root for the home team. They do not win. It's a shame. For it's
1, 2, 3.
Strikes. You're
out
at the old ball game.
BBN.
Theater of the Mind. Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network is brought to you by the Flyover Gondola. Hover over a game or enjoy the best view of Sugar Lake's nightly fireworks show. And by Ballyard Bets, honoring our cease and desist order. And by Sweet Peace Cemetery, the sweet way to go.
It's the bottom of the third. BombMob bomb, 0. Duck Ditch Dots red circle, 0. Kendall R is at bat. Sass S pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. That ends it's the bottom of the third. BombMob bomb, 0. Duck Ditch Dots red circle, 0. Kendall R steps up to the plate.
Kendall ring up, right-handed batter.
The count is 0-1.
Facing Sass Salas.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-1.
Big righty Sass firing away.
Strike 2.
The count is 1-2.
Sass in the middle 30s now for pitches thrown here in the bottom of the third inning. Ball lifted to left field, Peep Renner.
Kendall R flies out to left fielder Peep R. Perk P steps up to the plate.
Here's Perk P, number 8 batter in a 9-batter order. K Gass waits on deck for K's first at bat. Perk P, the left-handed second baseman, little lefty. Going to take on Sass Salas on the hill. After a fly out to the left side, Perk P looking a little intimidated by the big Sass Salas. Swinging first pitch, dribbler down the third base line.
Perk P grounds out to third baseman Gig L. KG steps up to the plate.
K Gass first at bat of the night. For K, just one hit on the season. 6 plate appearances, had 1 hit, but it was a grand slam in the 6-1 win. The largest run output of the season produced by Duck Ditch Dots on the power of that grand slam from K Gass out of the number 9 spot. Only hit of the season for K Gass. You see the results for Duck Ditch Dots on the season on your screen.
Strike 1.
Strike 1 to K.
The count is 0-1.
Amazing that they went 5-0.
The count is 0-2.
You look at those results, a 2-1 win over this same BombMob team they're playing tonight. That opened the season, the inaugural game, the debut of Ballyard baseball. It was a 2-1 win for Duck Ditch Dots over BombMob. And then they had 3 consecutive 1-0 wins, including a perfect game in there from Porter pitching, taking out the prenatal prospects, Sweetwater Sugar Gliders, and Elite Prospects Gold Platinum Elite, all on shutouts, 1-0. And then the big run production of a 6-1 result over Highland Island Yeti to cap off a undefeated regular season and the number 1 seed in the Ballyard Series. Fouled away by K-Gas.
The count is 0-2.
2 strikes to K. That 6-1 result, 6-run outburst was as noisy as it got offensively for this Duck Ditch Dots team. And 4 runs on 1 swing by this batter. K-Gas swings here and misses.
KG strikes out swinging. Sass S pitching. That ends the bottom of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors. BombMob bomb, 0. Duck Ditch Dots red circle, 0. Leading off for BombMob bomb will be Iggy A, then LW, then Gig L.
We welcome a proud new sponsor of Ballyard Baseball, celebrating the mundane activities of the game and the realities of being human, taking nightlife to a new, low level. The Spit and Scratch Bar, where you can spit and you can scratch. The Spit and Scratch, where free expression and unfiltered behavior are welcome and encouraged. Who approved this? Ballyard Baseball. Ballyard Baseball. Hey, Ballyard Baseball. Clap, 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 clap.
Ballyard Baseball.
It's the top of the fourth. BombMob bomb, 0. Duck Ditch Dots red circle, 0. Iggy A is at bat. Sabrina S pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. Iggy A steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Top of the 4th inning, 5-inning ball game. We are scoreless. Not surprising. Duck Ditch Dots pitch it so well. BombMob has some power, mostly in the batter who's on deck. Ellie Wow scheduled second this inning. And Iggy Aviva leading it off. Nothing either way to this point for our 2 teams. See the box score. 1 hit for BombMob, none for Duck Ditch Dots. They're trying to fend off the BombMob offense and produce a run somewhere. That 1 hit came from Pop Oppo in the top of the 1st inning, led off the game with a hit. Just 1 runner on base so far for Duck Ditch Dots. That was a leadoff walk in the bottom of the 1st to Sherlock Walk, who will lead off in the bottom of the 4th. Sherlock will have the first at bat if his squad can get these 3 outs recorded and get back to the plate. 5-inning ball game. We're in the top of the 4th. River Morgan with Morgana, our computerized robot. Play-eye by play-eye. Morgana, here's the first pitch. Fouled away by Iggy.
The count is 0-1.
Duck Ditch Dots on the defense, on the pitching. 5 strikeouts issued by Sabrina Smoke. Iggy Aviva on the right side, batter's box. Ellie Wow, a lefty, waits to bat next. You see Sabrina Smoke's line to this point. That pitch is a ball, and
the count is
one of
1-1.
not many. 9th ball against 35 strikes, 44 total pitches for Sabrina Smoke. 5 Ks and gave up the walk. That was intentional to Ellie Wow back in the 1st inning. We'll see what they do if Iggy Aviva is aboard or not aboard. See what the decision is regarding Ellie Wow coming to the plate. Swing and a miss.
The count
Putting
is
a
1-2.
strike up. Power fastball. Sabrina Smoke takes a deep breath, steps on, fires even a little harder, and blows it by Iggy.
Iggy A strikes out swinging. Sabrina S pitching. LW steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 0 today.
That strike brought to you by Local Union 247365. We like strikes.
Well, here we go with Ellie Wow. What are they going to do with her?
Ball one.
Not intentional.
The count is 1-0.
Nibbled on the outer edge. Ellie, the left-handed batter, saw that over near the right side batter's box, laid off of it. Good pitch, just missed. And a 1-0 count. Sabrina Smoke being careful here with Ellie Wow.
Ball two.
The count is 2-0.
That ball brought to you by Rocky Mountain Oysters.
2-0 pitch.
Foul.
The
Good
count
swing.
is 2-1.
Healthy hack at that from Ellie Wow. 2-1 count. Ellie back in the left side box. Lefty Sabrina Smoke coming at it. Firing the fastball in. Swing. That's down the
The
line.
count is 2-2.
Just foul. Playing for the Winchester Cup tonight, presented by Down Under Armour. Ellie Wow gave that a ride. Fans thought that one might be getting out of this yard. That ball, maybe yard, just missed it. Ellie Wow piles back into the left side batter's box. Pitch coming from Sabrina Smoke.
Ball three.
Ellie lays off, had
The
two
count is
healthy
3-2.
swings, takes it to a full count. First walk of the season issued in their sixth game now by Duck Ditch Dots. That was to this same batter. First at bat, Ellie looking at a 3-2. Nobody on. One out.
Ball four.
Ball
Take a base.
delivered.
LW walks. Sabrina S pitching. Gig L steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Gig Lal. Double play ball, first time up. If Sabrina Smoke can get that again, it would end the top of the fourth. Line shot to left field. That's down in the grass in front of Sherlock Walk. Ellie Wow moving along to second base. One away, two aboard for BombMob in the top of the fourth, scoreless game.
Gig L singles on a line drive to left fielder Sherlock W. LW advances to second. Bob T steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Bob Toot. Power hitting. Number 55 Toot fouls it away.
The count is 0-1.
Strike
Big
two.
swing. Nothing there
The
for
count
Bob.
is 0-2.
Foul.
The count is 0-2.
Foul.
The count is 0-2.
Toot.
Foul.
Oh, again.
The count is 0-2.
Fans thought that one stayed fair. That was gone if fair, but just missed. And Toot
count
is
is
on
1 and
it from
2.
Sabrina Smoke. Ellie Wow swipes the bag on Smoke, who was
LW
into
steals
her
third.
windup, and Wow took off. Gig Lal didn't read it, and Lal stays at first base here. So first and third now. Pitch coming to Bob Toot. Key spot. Runners on the corners, one away, no score. Swing
Strike
and
three, you're
nothing
out.
there for Bob.
Bob T strikes out swinging. Sabrina S pitching. LW remains at third. Gig L remains at first. Sass S steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Pitcher Sass Salas. See if Sass gets creative here.
Strike one.
The count is 0-1.
Strike
Gig
two.
Lal on a swing and a miss,
The count
takes
is
off for
0-2.
second base and slides in head first safely with two outs, second and third.
Gig L steals second.
Foul.
The count is 0-2.
2 strikes up against Sass. Sass hits a 19 hopper right in front of the plate, doinking around in front of the plate. Ellie can't come to the plate because Smoke gets there off the mound, picks it up, stares down Ellie. Wow. Sass reaches
on a ground ball to pitcher Sabrina S. Gig L held up at second. LW held up at third. Anna H steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Hannah, the catcher, with the bases full, 2 outs, top of the 4th of a 5-inning ball game. The sacks are juiced for Hannah stepping in. Big spot for the catcher, Hannah, as she looks on for the heat from Sabrina Smoke. Hits a shot off the cup of shortstop Colt Mix. Colt recovers
Anna
it
H
and
grounds
fires
out.
to first.
Shortstop Colt M to first baseman KG. That ends the top of the 4th. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. BombMob 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle 0.
That cup shot is brought to you by Down Under Armour. Protecting the jewels for over 45 years. Down Under Armour is manufactured using military-grade metals and impact tested at shooting ranges, bowling alleys, and martial arts studios. That cup shot brought to you by Down Under Armour. Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network is brought to you by Starting 9 Golf Course. Crush your tee shot over the Sugar Monster and win a free round. And by Sweet Strings Band Shell. Live music from classical to country. And by umpires. We're people too. This is a test of the emergency alert system. Run! This has been a test of the emergency alert system. In the event of an actual emergency, you're probably cooked.
It's the bottom of the 4th. BombMob 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle 0. Sherlock W is at bat. Sass S. It's the bottom of the 4th. BombMob 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle 0. Sherlock W steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 0 today.
Top of the order, Sherlock Walk looks at a strike. Right-handed batting.
The count is 0-1.
Sherlock Walk.
Strike 2.
Only hit of the year.
The count is 0-2.
Was a triple against these pitchers of BombMob. Sherlock Walk typically doesn't like to swing the bat, just draws walks, fouls balls away when he does swing the bat. But he tripled his only hit of the season in the season opener against BombMob. Looks at 2 strikes. And here comes the pitch with Sean Rourke, the plate umpire, pointing the ball back in play after a step off by Sass. Painted the edge and Walk misread it.
Sherlock W strikes out looking. Sass S pitching. Sabrina S steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Now Sabrina Smoke. Surprising outcome there.
Strike 1.
Sherlock going down looking.
The count is 0-1.
Strike 2.
The count is 0-2.
Filling up the strike zone, Sass, and no offers. And again looking, and down goes Sabrina Smoke. 3.
Sabrina S strikes out looking.
Stared
Sass
at
pitching.
strikes.
KKC steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
KK Campos, the righty. With 2 away, Campos trying to get something going here. Just 1 runner in this game. A walk by Sherlock back in the 1st. Looking at a lot of pitches. Campos hits a line shot to the wall. Brick wall in center. Iggy Aviva
KKC lines out to
has the
center fielder Iggy
play.
A. That ends the bottom of the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors. BombMob 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle 0. Leading off for BombMob will be Dude Y, then Peep R, then Otto O. It's the top of the 5th. BombMob bomb, 0, duck ditch dots red circle, 0. Dude Y steps up to the plate, they're 0 for 1 today.
Yeehaw!
Ribby Rodeo, professional rodeo in Sugar Lake. 2 nights each week. We're not stupid, only on nights there are not ball games at the Ballyard. All good rodeo starts with bull riding and ends with bull riding. Recognized as the #1 barrel racing rodeo on the circuit. Plus, mutton busting, greased pig, and open pits provided by Bullpen Barbecue. Ribby Rodeo is a proud partner of Ballyard Baseball.
We're gonna go, we'll take our time. We'll hit the road, see what we find. Anticipate and wait. I wanna leave, I wanna go. What could be out there? What will I see? Will I find a secret to me?
It's the top of the 5th, BombMob bomb, 0, duck ditch dots red circle, 0. Dude Y is at bat. Sabrina S pitching, the bases are empty, no one out. Dude Y steps up to the plate, they're 0 for 1 today.
Dude Yardray in the top of the 5th, 5-inning ball game. No extra innings in the regular season for Ballyard Baseball. However, got to have a winner in these championship series games. Would be extras if needed, but we're still in the top of the 5th. One more frame for each team to try to figure it out. You see the schedule for the Ballyard series. BombMob and Duck Ditch Dots tonight. That's January 15th, top of your screen of the 3 games listed. 2 nights from now, reverse the visitor and home assignments as Duck Ditch Dots will be the visiting team, the #1 seed at the #2 seed BombMob. And if necessary, you see that 3rd game in a little bit of gray background. That's an if necessary game. If they split the first 2 games, the 3rd will be forced on January 24, a week of rest for the 2 teams. And that would be game 3 and a championship decider as the freshly minted Winchester Cup trophy presented by Down Under Armour awaits the winner of this Ballyard series. That schedule you saw tonight and 2 nights from now, if somebody can win both of them, they'll capture the Winchester Cup, or we push it to a game 3 next week. See who takes home the spoils, which are adorned with the name of our beloved Ping Pong Winchester. Top of the 5th, Dude Yardray, 8, 9, and 1 batters coming up. Iggy Aviva, if anybody reaches, and behind Iggy is Ellie Wow. If BombMob can push the order that far along. Sabrina Smoke has been tough to figure out for the BombMob bats. Dude Yardray has first honors, looks at a strike.
The count is 0-1.
Foul!
The count is 0-2.
Strike 3, you're
Yardray swings and misses.
Dude Y strikes out swinging, Sabrina S pitching. Peep R steps up to the plate, they're 0 for 1 today.
Peep Renner struck out twice against Duck Ditch Dots. First time struck out earlier tonight, and now lays a bunt down the 3rd baseline. The righty Peep Renner manufactures a base runner. 1 away, 1 aboard, just a second.
Peep R singles on a bunt, 3rd baseman KKC.
Bunt try.
Otto O steps up to the plate, they're 1 for 2 today.
That one successful. Peep Renner, 4th hit of the game for BombMob. No runs across, 1 away, Otto Oppo. Pop Oppo's pride and joy, Otto stepping in. Otto going to be selective, see if he can knock something to the left side of the defense. Interesting, if Peep Renner steals a base.
Strike 1.
Otto looks at a strike.
The count 0-1.
If Peep went to second on any kind of movement with Otto at the plate, you wonder if Otto could manage to get something to the right side, try to score Peep. Otto so programmed into the Oppo hitting style. Not sure if Otto would be able to get the bat around in time to get that job done.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-1.
Looks at a ball. Now a strike across. There goes Peep, and Peep's got second base stolen in front of the throw from Kendall Ringup. Stolen base for Peep Renner.
Peep R steals second.
And the 1-2 count to Otto Oppo. Otto struggling with Sabrina Smoke. Managed to single Oppo in the first inning, lined out in foul territory. Third baseman KK Campos in the third, now batting in the top of 5 with 1 away and a runner in scoring position trying to take the lead. Otto gets back in the box here, biting the lower lip. 1-2 count. Peep Renner takes the lead at second base. Bunting Oppo. KK Campos charging from third, fires just in time to get Otto Oppo at first base.
KKC to first baseman KG. Peep R advances to third. Iggy steps up to the plate. They're 0-2 today.
Iggy Aviva, Oppo with 2 strikes, decided to try to bunt aboard. And a great play at third by KK Campos. Runner moves along to third behind the defensive play of Campos. Renner now at third. Iggy Aviva in the box with 2 away. Iggy wants to find a way, knock that run in, or at least reach to let Ellie Wow bat with runners aboard. Takes a ball.
Strike 1.
Now evens the count at 1-1.
The count is 1-1.
Strike 2.
The count is 1-2.
Swung and missed. Aviva in some trouble now.
Ball 2.
The count is 2-2.
Iggy, good eye, lays off the fastball.
The count is 3-2.
Works the count to full and looks at ball 4.
Iggy walks. Sabrina S pitching. Peep R remains at third. LW steps up to the plate. They're 0-0 today.
Pitching strategically here. Sabrina Smoke just missed, trying to get Aviva,
Ball 1.
but misfired. Now throws an intentional ball.
The count is 1-0.
Ball 2.
Does it again.
The count is 2-0.
Aviva staying put at first base.
Strike
Sneaks
1.
a strike across the plate. We've seen this before, as has
2-1.
Ellie. Teams
Ball 3.
rope-a-dope. There's the intentional
The
ball
count is
again. Are they going to give
3-1.
in to Ellie now? Three-one pitch.
Strike 2.
Fired it past Ellie. Wow.
The count is 3-2.
Ellie steps out and takes a deep breath. The game being played once again. Teams trying to figure out any way to get through Ellie Wow. Do they want to load him up for Gig Lal, who singled last time? A little bit of control trouble for Sabrina Smoke, comparatively speaking, for a team who had never walked a batter all season. Just lost Iggy Aviva on a walk to keep the inning alive. Top of 5, no score. Pitch coming to Ellie Wow. Fastball bringing the heat. Here it comes from Sabrina Smoke. Rips it in, and Ellie Wow rips it to center.
Oh, that ball is yard.
The most
LW
runs
homers on a
allowed.
line drive to center field. Peepar scores. Iggy A scores. BombMob bomb. 3. Duck ditch dots red circle. 0. Gig L steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 2 today.
That's more runs on one swing than Duck Ditch Dotson allowed all season. 2 runs through 5 games. Ellie, wow, does what Ellie does. Launching a 3-run shot.
The count is 0-1.
Strike 2.
The count is 0-2.
Strike 3, you're out.
Gig L strikes out swinging. Sabrina S pitching. That ends the top of the 5th. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors. BombMob bomb. 3. Duck ditch dots red circle. 0. Leading off for Duck ditch dots red circle will be Colt M, then BB H, then Porter P.
Ribby Rodeo, professional rodeo in Sugar Lake. 2 nights each week. We're not stupid, only on nights there are not ball games at the Ballyard. All good rodeo starts with bull riding and ends with bull riding. Recognized as the #1 barrel racing rodeo on the circuit. Plus, mutton busting, greased pig, and open pits provided by Bullpen Barbecue. Ribby Rodeo is a proud partner of Ballyard Baseball.
Howdy, y'all. Spurs Chaps on my 108.1 FM Cliche Country remote at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake, reminding you that Ribby Rodeo, daytime rodeo tomorrow at the rodeo grounds on the east, make it the west side, southwest side of the village of Sugar Lake is where you can catch pro rodeo, mutton busting, part of the show tomorrow, along with bull riding. Spurs Chaps and our crew will be out there at Ribby Rodeo tomorrow for the big rodeo show before the nighttime performance and the featured live giving of our localized tune, Long Bridge Road, at the Sweet Strings Band Shell. Big day in the village of Sugar Lake on an off day for the Ballyard Series. 108.1 FM Cliche Country has you covered with Ribby Rodeo tomorrow, followed by Long Bridge Road performed live at the Sweet Strings Band Shell.
Hey, it's Max Alpha, head coach, manager, governor, executive, chief of Elite Prospects Gold Platinum Elite in my 5-ton pickup truck that I bought at Cartropolis. One of my 4 vehicles. One of only 6 total vehicles in the village of Sugar Lake. Elite Prospects Gold Platinum Elite tryouts are coming up. Be there if you want to be elite. We only take people who are better than everybody else. If you want to be the best, be at tryouts. Elite Prospects Gold Platinum Elite. Do not look at our record on Game Changer. We're the elitist. We will cover airfare for anybody across the globe who believes they're better than anybody else. We'll pay for you to be at our tryout. Don't miss it. Elite Prospects Gold Platinum Elite. We're just better than you. Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network is brought to you by Go-Karts, Cajun kart racing in Sugar Lake, beignets and baseball, and Speed, your fast track to fun. Turbocharged Go-Karts, powered by rocket-grade kerosene. And by Fish Around and Find Out, Sugar Lake's only bait and tackle shop. Explore the sweet waters of Sugar Lake. See what you can hook, fish around, and find out. And by Poppy's Popcorn. We do one thing, and we do it well. The finest of all food groups. The essence of essential.
Popcorn. Hot, fresh, popcorn.
Ballyard Baseball. Ballyard Baseball. Hey, Ballyard Baseball. Clap, 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 clap.
Ballyard Baseball.
It's the bottom of the fifth. BombMob bomb. 3. Duck ditch dots red circle. 0. Colt M is at bat. Sass S pitching. The bases are empty. No one out. That ends the top of the fifth. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors. BombMob bomb. 3. Duck ditch dots red circle. 0. Leading off for duck ditch dots red circle will be Colt M, then BB H, then Porter. It's the bottom of the fifth. BombMob bomb. 3. Duck ditch dots red circle. 0. Colt M steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Colt makes line shot to Otto Oppo, bounces just south of his lap over to Ellie
lines
Wow.
out. Second baseman Otto O to shortstop LW. BB H steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
That cup shot is brought to you by Down Under Armour. Protecting the jewels for over 45 years, Down Under Armour is manufactured using military-grade metals and impact tested at shooting ranges, bowling alleys, and martial arts studios. That cup shot brought to you by Down Under Armour.
Otto Oppo, just south of his lap, takes a shot that caroms off the cup and fires over to Ellie Wow at shortstop. Score that L4-6, line out second base to shortstop on an accidental assist, and Otto takes a deep breath, and I think he's all right. BB Heat hits a launch to right field. Dude Yardray back to the wall.
H flies out to right fielder Dude Y. Porter P steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Now 2 away in the bottom of the fifth. Final chance. Porter pitching. Try to keep this game alive in game 1 of a best of 3. Time called again for little Otto Oppo at second base. Still not able to catch his breath. After catching that one just south of the lap, Otto Oppo. Otto, up here in the skybox, River Morgan checking in on you. All right?
I'm good, but I'm good. Play ball.
All right, Otto, way to hang in there, young man. Pop Oppo, his father, looking across the diamond at him, and not sure if he'll have another generation of Oppos. May never be a grandfather, but Otto working through it. Porter pitching. Been a tough go today. Bottom of the fifth. Look at the box score on your screen. You see what's up. I won't mention it because, you know, that's considered taboo and jinx-like, but duck ditch dots struggling against the pitching of Sass Salas, who has matched the dots. And it's Ellie Wow coming through as Ellie has done all year long. Ellie Wow with 7 home runs out of 8 hits on the season. Had 1 triple, did Ellie. She hit her 8th home run of the year tonight. That 3-run shot in the top of this inning. Porter pitching. Trying to do something about this problem for the dots. First pitch coming from Salas, nearing the 50 pitch mark on the night. Porter pitching, line shot.
Porter P singles on a line drive to left fielder Pipar. Kendall R steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
K ring up with 2 away, 1 aboard, down by 3. First hit of the game, blaze down a bunt. The catcher, Kendall Ringup, surprises everybody. And now the tying run coming to the plate. Perk P will bat with 2 outs and 2 aboard.
Kendall R singles on a bunt to first baseman Bob T. Porter P advances to second. Perk P steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Deep breath for Sass Salas. Got to deal with some trouble here. Fires a ball.
The count is 1-0.
A little bit rattled after this rally.
Ball 2.
Missed again.
The count is 2-0.
Ball 3.
The count is 3-0.
Now time called by Pop Oppo visiting the mound with Sass Salas. 2 out, 2 aboard. 3 balls, no strikes. Perk P, the batter. K Gas on deck. K, as I mentioned earlier, not a heavy season of offense for K, but the only hit came in the most recent game. It was a grand slam from K Gas, propelling the Dots onto that 5-0 record. And time taken here for a conversation at the mound, sorting out the plan, how they want to go about this 3-0 count with 2 aboard and the tying run at the plate, trying to clinch Game 1 of the Ballyard Series and the Winchester Cup on the line. The coveted trophy, freshly minted, presented by Down Under Armour.
River Morgan presents famous baseball quotes.
You tell me right now, Jimmy Morris.
It's supposed to be
always in
your killing
hard.
You
Everyone would do
second
base.
The
and
hard
keep your foot
is what
on
makes
first.
it great.
You want to have a catch, Smalls. Perk P stepping in. Mound visit is over.
Strike 1.
Looks at a strike.
The count is 3-1.
Strike 2.
The count is 3-2.
Good discipline by Perk P, trying to draw ball 4 on a 3-0 count. Looks at 2 strikes. Sends us to a full count. 2 away. Runners can go on the pitch. Fouled away with 3-2, 2
the
outs.
count is 3-2.
Force play in effect. Those 2 runners are on the move with the pitch. Perk P trying to keep this game alive. Duck Ditch Dots offensively challenged on the year. Hadn't gotten a hit until this inning. Now they've got 2. Still no runs on the board. Perk P, another 3-2 delivery. Hits a dribbler in front of the plate. Anahanna trips over Perk's bat on the way out. Sass Salas can't get there in time, and P is aboard.
Perk P singles on a ground ball to pitcher Sass S. Porter P advances to third. Kendall R advances to second. KG steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
That ball probably set a record for least distance covered by a base hit. That was right on the front of home plate. Of course, the plate is in fair territory. Perk P with a 3-2 count. Desperation swing against the strong pitching of Sass Salas. Swatted it right down. It settled on the plate. Anahanna jumped up. No problem. No interference from Perk P. The ruling from plate umpire Sean Rourke. Bat dropped as it would be naturally, and Anahanna slipped on the bat, wiped out, did the catcher. Sass Salas came flying for it. Couldn't get Perk P. Did keep Porter pitching from coming around. And now K Gas, who has a grand slam on the year. That would win the game if K can repeat the feat. Sass Salas hyperventilating in a jam in the bottom of the 5th.
The count is
that
0-1.
ball launched down the left field line, and a misfire by the stadium sound system commanders. That was foul. 0-1 count. Pitch coming from Salas. K Gas looking for the second grand slam of the season for K.
The count is 0-2.
Gonna have to have a little conversation here in the skybox. Trigger happy on the home run air raid sounder. K Gas fouls 2 balls wide of the left field foul pole. You look at the image on the screen of the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. You see the 222 distance down the left field line. 2 good shots from K Gas, but both foul balls. And it's Sass Salas trying to bring it on home. Misses there for a 1-2
The count
count.
is 1-2.
That ball brought to you by
The count is
Rocky
2-2.
Mountain Oysters.
Ball 3.
The count is 3-2.
That ball brought to you by Rocky Mountain Oysters.
Sass loads up the count. Bases are loaded up too. Winning run at the plate. Best of 3, game 1. Who's going to have it? K. Gas fouls it away.
The count is 3-2.
Coming again with a 3-2 pitch. Game 2 on Friday. Who's going to have the upper hand trying to clinch on Friday night? Righty K. Gas. Can she knock one out of here and walk it off? Pitch from Salas. Launched to center field. 242 feet, the brick wall. Iggy Aviva slams into the wall.
Fielder Iggy A. That ends the bottom of the 5th. No runs, 3 hits, no errors. BombMob bomb. 3. Duck ditch dots red circle. 0.
And that caps off the 5-inning ball game. Game 1 goes to BombMob 3-0 with 3 runs in the top of the 5th. They find a way with Ellie Wow going yard, as Ellie has done 8 times on this season 1 of Ballyard baseball. What a performance from Ellie Wow. 1 intentional walk, 1 pretty much intentional walk, and the 3-run blast. Pitching duel tonight, Sabrina Smoke goes all 5 for Duck Ditch Dots, gives up that 1 long ball, strikes out 9 in the game, while Sass Salas goes the distance, gives up 3 hits all in the 5th inning, had a no-hitter until then. With 2 away, the no-hitter goes away, and Sass holds on, 5 strikeouts, 63 pitches, 49 of those in the strike zone, and it is a win for BombMob on this game 1 of the Ballyard series. We will wind it up from the Ballyard at Sugar Lake, and then I'm busting out of here to my corner booth. You know where I'll be. You can find me there. Join me to talk ball all night long. My favorite spot, corner booth, at this fine sponsor on the Ballyard Baseball Network.
The 12-6 Diner, voted Sugar Lake's #1 diner since dining. Owner and line cook Uncle Charlie invites you to stop in at the 12-6 Diner, inspired by the curveballs of Nolan Ryan, Sandy Koufax, Barry Zito, Clayton Kershaw, Tim Lincecum, Pedro Martinez, and Hideki Okajima. Take a picture with our statue of Candy Cummings, inventor of the curveball in the 1860s. Open daily from midnight to 6 a.m. The place to be after every game at the Ballyard. Talk ball, be seen, and eat locally greased and fried diner food at the 12-6 Diner.
Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network is brought to you by Water Wings, Sugar Lake's #1 of 1 wing shop, and by Fourth Wall Outdoor Cinema, a drive-in without the cars, and by The Sinker Boatyard and Marina. The Sinker, voted 7 years running as America's most ironically named marina. Today's game is brought to you by laughter.
Laughing, laughing, laughing.
Today's game is brought to you by
laughter.
Final score on your screen. BombMob takes game one, handing the Duck Ditch Dots their first loss of the season, avenging a 2-1 loss at the hands of the Dots in the season opener debut game for Ballyard Baseball. BombMob and their coach Pop Oppo palindrome it up and take out the pitching premiumed Mound Masters Duck Ditch Dots, and it's none other than Ellie Wow hitting her second home run in 2 games against the pitching masters, the Mound Mastery Duck Ditch Dots. 3-run shot decides it tonight from Ellie Wow. A long fly out to center field from Kay Gass, missed her second grand slam of the year by about 1.5 feet at the 242 sign in center field. The catch made by Iggy Aviva. And that capped off the game at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. Gorgeous image you see in front of you. You just saw the "Life is either a daring adventure or nothing" quotation from Helen Keller. If you don't know her, look her up. Polishing up the Winchester Cup trophy, preparing that thing to be won potentially on Friday night by BombMob. Duck Ditch Dots will try to force Game 3, which would be a week from Friday. But first, we have work to do 2 nights from now when BombMob takes a 1-0 series lead up against the Duck Ditch Dots. Friday, Jan 17, the date. Be with us on the Ballyard Baseball Network for that big matchup, humongous game here at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. Well, you hear the Sugar Tracks Railroad loading folks up in the left field corner of Highland Island just outside the Ballyard. Flyover gondola hauling them away from the landing point behind home plate. Water taxi full up and personal watercraft taking folks back to the 12-6 diner. That's where I'll be in mere moments. River Morgan with you from the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. Thank you, Morgana, for your work tonight. Great job on this first playoff clash in the history of Ballyard baseball. Fantastic play-by-play call, Morgana.
Oh, hell, I mean, hello. I'm Morgana. You too. You too. You too.
Yeah, well said. So eloquent, Morgana. Our computerized robot play-by-play. We'll be back on Friday. That's when we'll fire up Game 2. BombMob trying to clinch it. The palindrome team. Every player must have a palindrome name and wear a palindrome jersey number. You can look at all their information on Game Changer. Search the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. Use the @ sign, not the letters AT. The Ballyard at Sugar Lake on Game Changer is where you can track down all things Ballyard baseball. You'll see the standings as they appear on your screen now. Not updated for tonight. That's the regular season standings that brought us into tonight. The leaderboard. You can check out all the stats leaders from the season, and there you see the home run leaders. And she did it again tonight. Ellie Wow, her 8th of the season, putting up a blast for 3 runs to get this win in the books for BombMob. You can check for all things Ballyard Baseball at ballyardbaseball.com, or there's the Game Changer search information. The Ballyard at Sugar Lake is where you want to go to find all of your Ballyard baseball information. Thanks to our 8-umpire crew tonight. Great work managing tonight's 3-0 win for BombMob. Thanks to our Best in the Land grounds crew and stadium staff for making tonight happen. Ballyard Series Game 2 on Friday night. Chance for BombMob to claim the Winchester Cup, the championship. The Winchester Cup presented, of course, by Down Under Armour. Duck Ditch Dots will try to force a deciding Game 3 on Friday night from the Ballyard at Sugar Lake, right here on the Ballyard Baseball Network. Hey, head over to the 12-6 Diner or hang out at ballyardbaseball.com as you prepare for Championship Series Game number 2 coming up on Friday night. Until we meet then, I'm River Morgan. Good night from the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. Fireworks from Pyro Point punctuate the night every night out beyond center field at the Ballyard, where Pyro Point is the origin point for nightly fireworks in the village of Sugar Lake. Pyro Point takes center stage next in the village. So long from the Ballyard. Talk to you on Friday when BombMob tries to wrap up a title. Duck Ditch Dots will battle back from tonight's 3-0 defeat. Good night. I'm River Morgan at the Ballyard.
Ballyard baseball. BBN.
Theater of the Mind.